Mario Flores. And the reason I'm here today is because my child's identity and ability to matriculate is defined by the resources that are available to him. I'm here because there's a school down the street from our house, which is a great school, but historically has underperformed, has met acceptable ratings. My wife and I thought that it was appropriate to identify that school that would better suit him and his ability to get a better education. We found Eden Park Academy. Eden Park Academy has been a great school, but it lacks in certain aspects. Specifically, it lacks in the aspect of having adequate facilities. It's an old school that was converted. It's an old school that doesn't have a playground. It's an old school that, because of a very active community, has found means to fund a new playground and fund certain facilities. But that shouldn't be the burden of the parents. I'm here because I want to make certain that my son is treated as everyone else is and gets a right to access, gets to go to a school that has funding for facilities so that he can continue to improve himself and his education. I know this is going to be a long and tiring some process, but again, I think that it's imperative that the interests of all children is represented, and that is why I signed on to this lawsuit. I'm going to pass it on to my fellow colleagues.
Thank you, Mario. With that, David Ray, from St. Anthony Academy, TCSA board member.
It's good to be here. One of the things that's important to me is the fact that we are a successful organization. And through success, you tend to understand that you're going to be in demand. But it's hard to meet that demand without the proper funding that allows us to service that demand. So facility funding is very important to us for the fact that we don't have to use operational funds to continue to grow. With facility funding, that frees up our operational funds to allow us to get better teachers, provide better technology, and to be a better school. So please understand that one of the things that we have problems with as a director of a school is that we have to decide between operational and facilities on a daily basis. And to us, that is not fair, but it's something that we deal with and we want to change through this possibility and through this litigation. As we conclude this press conference, questions will be taken individually as we end this, but other than that, thank you.
Thank you. With that, our conference is concluded, and again, as David says, several of us will be here to take questions one-on-one.